What's up guys, I'm Vocal Strike and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Last time we took care of a little bit of side business, managed to sneak out of Lindblom, and reunited with Quina, who is now required at this point in the game. And this time we are going to be making our way through this old abandoned excavation site in hopes of reaching the outer continent. But before that, I am going to want to equip... Ah, there it is. I don't think I need Bug Killer for this. I definitely need Man-Eater with what's coming up. Yeah, I think that's really all I need. For you, Dagger, we're honestly going to need Auto Potion for this, believe it or not. Hopefully that'll keep her at least a little bit alive. I don't think I'll need Auto Potion for Vivi, if that's the case, though. I definitely won't need Auto Potion for that. Let's enter. Oh. Fossil Roo. Gloomy. This looks more like an old dungeon than an excavation site. Is there something inside? It's too dark to see. What the? And now we run. You gotta be kidding! So we are actually going to want to try and escape from this guy. No! Not like that. We can fight him, but he's actually very strong and we don't get anything for it. So we're just gonna run. On top of that, if you kill him... Nope, let me through. Okay, that works. You can kill him, but he'll just respawn. Which... Nope. Unfortunately, the axes don't... they actually don't damage you. They just push you back. So you kind of have to time it, but I kind of find that slightly difficult to time for some reason. But I will pull up stats for this thing. Uh-oh. Oh. Level 5 death. This is why you run. Because level 5 death instantly kills any and all enemies whose levels are divisible by 5. Come on, let me through. Yikes. Sorry, Vivi. Are you okay? Yeah. Look out! Out of my way! Hey, yeah! That was a close call. Jeez, that didn't do much good. Who's there? I've been looking for you, Princess Garnet. Have we met? I should have... Quit flirting with her. Yes, ma'am. Quit flirting with her. Yes, ma'am. I'm Lonnie. I'm under order by the Queen to find you, Princess. My mother? What does my mother want with me? I'm not returning to Alexandria. I've got bad news for you, Princess. It's not you I'm after. What do you mean? The pendant. Does that sound familiar? I should have revived. Let's have it back. It belongs to Queen Braun. Listen carefully, Princess. You escaped unscathed from the monster. Not really, but you're not gonna be so lucky with me. Hand over the pendant right this minute. Are you the one who set that monster loose? Retrieving the pendant far outweighs the safety of the princess. What do you mean by that? I meant exactly what I said. My orders don't include Princess Garnet's safe return. What? My mother would never order that. That's enough! Give me the pendant. You're trying my patience. What if we refuse? Stubborn fools, have it your way! And we are thrown into a boss fight with Vivi and Zidane dead. Oh, this is not good. Unless it fully healed us? Oh my god, it fully healed us, thank god. So, what she will do is that she will attack Dagger and Vivi first. So we're gonna want to blind her and slow her. And once, oh wait, no, not eat. We are also gonna want to do... Where is it? No. Where is it? Oh my god, do we not have it? Oh! We don't have Magic Hammer. I missed a blue spell somewhere. Whoops. But of course, she has things that we want to steal. And Lonnie will of course also use Scan to kind of waste a turn. No, that's the common one. We want the uncommon and semi-rare. Where did I miss Magic Hammer? I honestly don't know where I missed Magic Hammer. We're gonna have to get that. And their point. Ah. So, daggers. So daggers, oh crap, what's it called? Trance. So Dagger's trance. Oh no, BB is dead. So Dagger's trance. What this does is that it makes her... It makes not only her summon stronger, but until you actually use another summon, the summon is guaranteed to do its strongest attack, because there's a short animation and a long animation. The long animation means it's its strongest attack. The short animation means that it is the weakest attack, which is still fairly strong, all things considered. But the summon will also do significant damage for multiple turns. It's kind of like like Freya's trance with her jump, except it doesn't make Dagger invincible. But every time the summon does damage, I believe it does drain from Dagger's trance gauge. But we're gonna basically keep on stealing this one. If you got Magic Hammer at this point, unlike me, which I somehow missed it, we will get our chance later. Have Quina spam Magic Hammers until almost or all of Lonnie's MP is completely gone, which in turn would cause Lonnie to have her rely on physical attacks, which are not accurate. But we're having to deal with this the hard way, because I missed Magic Hammer somehow. It. So I'm doing this at a slight disadvantage. I'm just gonna have to do this by war of attrition. Okay, that's fine. Nope. She doesn't have haste. You could also cast Reflect on Dagger and BB, or equip Auto Reflect if you have the magic stones for it, and if you honestly have learned it. But that can actually cause problems because we don't want to kill her. We want to steal this stuff. I should have equipped Auto Potion on BB, but I didn't. Whoops. Oh yeah, Vanish is also good. So let's also put that on Dagger. Since Queen is not really doing much of anything else. This will make Dagger impossible to hit. For as long as it's active. So let's hope it actually lasts for a bit. But as you can see, that's what Vanish looks like. It literally makes the target invisible except for their weapon. But while they're invisible, right, magic can still hit them. I forgot about that. Magic will... They are guaranteed to get hit with magic, but it does make the... And it makes Vanish disappear. Now, despite the fact that she does learn the weaknesses of the party by using Scan, she doesn't capitalize on it. So Scan effectively just makes her waste MP and the turn. Oh no! Got the Coral Sword, which is the semi-rare. Oh no! This fight can get rough if you're not prepared. Okay, I did get the Gladius. I didn't see that. So now we can just wail away at him. Wail away at her. Let's see how much Frog Drop does. What do you think you're doing? Right, she can counter. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not bad damage. Then hit everybody with a White Wind. Yeah, he doesn't have any useful damage skills as of right now. And this is also our chance to see Ramuh. I'm back when you're ready to fight. Why aren't you giving up? Judgment Bolt! Yeah, Zidane really does hit like a truck. Let's get Dagger's MP back. You're pretty good. What a drag. I'll let you guys go for now. Okay. Let's see. So we got a Gladius and a Coral Sword, but we can't use the Coral Sword on Zidane. I want to say the Coral Sword is a Steiner weapon. So the Gladius is weaker than the Ogre, than what we have equipped, which is the Exploda. But it does teach him 2 new active abilities, Annoy and Lucky 7. However, he is still learning Sacrifice and Lucky 7. So yeah, that's gonna be waiting a bit. I'm pretty sure nothing else is really available. So let's take Auto Potion off. And let's get everyone's MP back up. And now we can continue on to a Fossil Roo. But give me a minute to try and see when is the next we can actually get Magic Hammer. Because we can get Magic Hammer before then. Before at this point. I'm back. And I did look up where we can get Magic Hammer. Unfortunately, it came from the magic vices from Burmecia, so we kinda lost our chance on that one. Cause I don't think well, hold up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this time to backtrack to Burmecia to see if I can run into a magic vice. If I can't and it was restricted only to the mimics, then then we'll just move on. Unfortunately, we don't have to deal with that mech anymore. Ack. But random encounters are ahoy. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, abominations. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we don't. Sorry about that pause, I was checking notes. I couldn't remember if... I couldn't remember if these guys had a blue spell we were after, but they're not. Ooh, nice crit. Level ups all around. But here in Fossil Roo, there are 2 enemies that we can get blue spells from. But I'm going to focus on the magic vice first to see if we can get to it. Well, actually, no, not 2. Only 1 new blue spell. My mistake. The Griffin here will give you White Wind if you missed it. But we've already gotten White Wind from the zoo back in Clara, so it's not that big of a deal. Hey, Queen learned MP plus 10%, and we get a Peridot. So, yeah, as you can guess, the gems that have summons tied to them are not one of a kind. I feel as though they should be, but they're not. And probably the reason why they did this is so that you have, I guess, like an extra healing item. Not a great one, but an extra one. And you can teach Vivi the elemental spells if you haven't done so with the stabs. Oh, yeah. Where was... Ah, the Magician Robe. So now we bump you down to Bronze Vest so that you can learn Jelly. The Magician Robe is better than the Silk Robe. I think Vivi would have more use out of this one, considering he's our spellcaster, our black mage, as it were. Actually, hold on. Yeah, he can't learn... He can't wear that. Okay, so she doesn't have anything that's... that can be learned from that. That's fine. So, that was a waste of time. As it turns out, magic vices only spawn in Burmecia and cannot be encountered randomly. They can only be encountered with mimics. So we missed our chance on getting Magic Hammer early. We have to wait until near endgame to get Magic Hammer now. But if we actually go in here, as I found out, there is an elixir. But also, while I was doing all of that time wasting, Dagger managed to learn Float from the Stardust Rod, so I swapped her back to the Multina Racket. Vivi has learned Stop from his Oak Staff. And... oh, wait. Let's switch you over to that. Yeah, I think it was Auto Potion, actually. No, it was MP plus 10%. My mistake. It was MP plus 10%, so I had Quina swap over to the Bronze Vest to learn Jelly. not realizing that the silk robe teaches them ability up and we haven't taught them ability up yet. So we're gonna do that and we're gonna equip that. So let's take off MP plus 10% for ability up. And in terms of status protection, we can take off add status, I think. Well, in terms of status elements that we're going to have to deal with, it's going to be darkness, silence, and sleep. So we want bright eyes, loudmouth, and insomniac if possible. I think... Does Queen I don't remember Queen of Fork actually does that as an ad status. It does. Slow. Honestly, it's just loudmouth for Queena, so should be fine. That we can deal without. For Vivi, though, we want to take off this because we don't need antibody. But he also doesn't have Bright Eyes, and I don't think he can learn Bright Eyes. So we'll just leave it like that. Take off antibody for loudmouth. I believe we're good to take off Maneater now. But he has Bright Eyes and Insomnia. But he doesn't have Loudmouth. Which is fair. Let's take off Protect Girls. For Bright Eyes. And... does his weapon have an add status? Add status Trouble. Which hasn't been activating recently. I don't think we need Steel Gill all that much. With Millionaire, we're practically raking in money. So we're gonna equip Insomniac. And... that's the thing, I don't think... pretty sure this is... yeah... okay, yeah. We don't need anything else in terms of offense. Because it's not going to be of much use. So we can actually take this off. For... let's do Protect Girl so that we can keep Dagger alive a little bit longer. So... We have... We do have an enemy that we are going to want to find here for a blue spell. I am making extra sure that we get it, unlike what happened with the magic vice. Let's make sure everyone's topped off. Now we press on through Fossil Roo. An untamed Gargant, huh? Maybe I can ride it. So, this is how we're going to get around Fossil Roo, and this place can be a bit of a maze. We're going to want to grab the flowers here, stand at an appropriate spot, and attract a wild Gargant so that we can ride it. Not gonna lie, Fossil Roo is a bit of a bop. Not sure why I like it. I think it's the beat. Okay, so this is how we get back. And there are still miners here. But here we have a Moogle, and we have good old Stiltskin. That was some trouble I ran into in Clara. I was hurt so bad I couldn't even move. But now that I've recovered, I'm back on track. Phoenix Pinion, Remedy, and Ether for 555 gil. Yes, please. Thanks to you, I can continue my journey. And we have Maki. Who is running a shop if you ever need to stock up on healing items. Look over to Magnet. I got a letter from Kupo. I don't even know who Kupo is, Kupo. Let's read it together. I'm bored, Kupo. I'm so bored. I'm going to hide away. Try finding me inside this cavern. Hint, I'm behind a wall. What a carefree Moogle, Kupo. I fled from Limblum with my life. Magnet. I want mail, Kupo. Do we need to tent? You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's, come on. Let's tent. Save just in case. So from here on, this is gonna get complicated. So I'm gonna have to be paying extra attention so long as I don't get stuck. What do you got to say? Are you here for the treasure too? Treasure? What are you talking about? You don't know? This excavation site has tons of treasures and rare fossils. You're not here to steal them? No, we're not treasure hunting. Does this tunnel connect to the outer continent? The outer continent? You're trying to go outside? Huh. This tunnel's like a web. I don't even know how far it travels. You'll need to go that way, but it's quite a trip. The only way to go further is to hitch a ride on the Gargant. But it'll lead you to a dead end if you let it go wherever it wants. So you navigate the Gargant with that switch over there. What's the relationship between the switch and the Gargants? The switch changes which fountain the water comes out from. Gargants hate water. So you can block off the sections you want to go to by activating the fountain with that switch. That over there is the number 2 switch. You'll need to trigger it to go over on the other side, to the other side. I see. How do I get there? Do I have to tell you everything? You can get there on a Gargant, but you'll need to trigger the number switch to do it. Number 1 switch to do it. I see. Thanks for the info. So yeah, that's how we're gonna get through. We're gonna have to try and control where the Gargants to get not only the items here, but also to get to the outer continent. So for starters, we're gonna start here. Attract the Gargant. Good thing Gargants are very docile, friendly creatures. So that currently tells you what path you're currently on. The Gargants will avoid water like the plague. After all, they hate water. But in this chest we get fairy earrings. Let's see what this says at least. So altogether this teaches level up, body temp, and regen. I think regen is not a dagger ability. Okay, that's for someone else later. I'm sorry, I know I'm probably out of sync with the music, but literally from... Come on. There it is. It's really hard to tell where you need to stand sometimes on some of these. So now we're going to head back. I know I'm probably was out of sync with the music, but literally from my recording setup, audio is like at least a few seconds delayed, but there has been times where it's been barely on point. But for the most part, all audio is like a few seconds delayed for me. So now we're going to want to run up here. Since it's the only way to go. And we make it to switch number 1. Bum 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 bum. So now we're gonna want to ride back, and we're gonna take this Gargant, I believe, to the next section. Yes. Now we can't go back. Not unless we flip switch number 1 again. Let's see. So we go up these stairs to grab an ether. Now we go down the stairs and follow the path. Then we're going to want to flip switch number 2. And I think like here, like pretty much throughout this entire area, we can honestly run into an encounter, but the encounter rates are so low in this game that you actively have to go back and forth to find what you're after. So now we gotta go back and flip switch number 1 again. I can't believe I'm saying this, but despite being bugs, the Gargants are actually kinda cute in their own way. But they're still bugs. And I really don't like bugs. Okay, you're not the... Let's save again, just in case. And then we take this Gargant again. Hey, you made it this far already? You want to buy something? So this guy will sell you weapons and equipment. I think he also sells the boxing and healing items too, right? Yes. Does he have anything new? No. He does not have anything new, but if you honestly have anything that you didn't buy and you don't want to backtrack all the way to Lindblum for, then here's the guy that you're going to want to talk to. I believe we've gotten the Adamant Vest. Yeah. So next, we are going to want to follow these stairs up. And flip switch number 4. So now we are actually going to want to summon the Gargant, because I believe this leads to a dead end, I think? Yeah. This path leads to a dead end, but it does lead to an item. And we get a Lamia's Tiara, which I think is a headpiece. Yes. Tiara worn by Lamia. Element defense, wind damage reduced by 50%. This will teach Dagger clear-headed and confuse and float. So yeah, we are very much equipping this on her. Plus, it is just all around better. Confuse. Causes confuse, which makes single or multiple targets erratic. Kind of fitting, considering that's exactly what the Lamia does to you in this game. So next, now that we've gotten this, we're going to want to backtrack to hit switch 4 again. I'm trying to also find a... Actually, that might have been a good spot to try and find the enemy we're also after for the blue spell. But we'll see if we can actually run into it naturally. So far, that hasn't happened. Onwards! So now we're gonna want to go through these vines. However, these faces, some of them will actually spew water when we're directly underneath it to make us drop in the lake. However, that's not that big of a deal considering that literally the exit's on the other side anyway. And we can always just reclimb back up. But I don't remember there's... Okay. Warning. You'll be shut out once you flip this switch and go outside. Treasure Hunters Association. No, not yet. We actually don't want to leave yet. Let me go back. Let me go back down to this lower level, see what this is about. Okay, this is just a Gargant area. I couldn't remember. So over here... Wow, I can't believe you made it this far without getting hurt. This is my territory, so dig somewhere else. I'll let you excavate here in exchange for a potion. For a potion, huh? Sure, we're practically rolling in them. Thanks, buddy. So, we pay this guy potions and we can actually dig here for as long as we want. There are 2 sections here and the items you get are entirely random. But you could also wind up with next to nothing. However, I believe if we smash this wall enough, at some point... Ooh. Huh? Kupo! Kupo! Refind Kupo! Who has a mock shop for us, which is again the box standard stuff. And then we can check the magnet. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Kupo. So Kupo to Kupo. Thanks, Koopo. Check my net again. I want mail, Koopo. Okay, nothing. I do want to get at least one thing here. Received an ore. So that's only one of the items that you can get from this. Potions, ores, or nothing is generally what you'll get. But there is also an extremely small chance of uncovering a Medane's Ring. But it is entirely RNG and it is extremely rare. So much so that if you manage to find it in this minigame, you will unlock the One Ring achievement if you are playing the remaster version. I believe this is an achievement that I also don't have. Let me double check. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think I think these are actually showing all of the different achievements that I didn't get. So yeah, I didn't get the One Ring achievement. Are you quitting already? I've had enough. Again, you can try for it if you want. There's no time limit to... there is absolutely no time limit to the minigame. But again, what you'll get is entirely RNG, and you'll probably get a shit ton of potions and ores or nothing at all before you ever get your hands on the Medane Ring. Just so you know, gain the One Ring achievement is tied to only gain the Medane Ring from this minigame. So if you get a Medane Ring from any other methods, it will not pop the achievement. But also note that each spot will only give 4 to 5 items per visit. If you exhaust all the dig spots without getting the ring, leave the screen and return to reset them. So if you get like 4 or 5 items already, then you're just gonna have to reset and hope for the best. So now we're gonna want to exit, and there should be a wood pile that we can investigate. Yes, and we get a survival vest. You're still learning Stonekiller, but let's see. Locomotion and Mug. We'll learn that at a different time. But Mug is a Zidane exclusive skill. Or ability, rather. Okay, so all that's left now is to kind of flip that final switch and leave. So we are going to... So before we do that, we're going to try and see if we can run into feather circles. Oh, speak of the devil. Ah, yes, these guys can inflict trouble. So we're gonna do Blue Mage. It is much. Yes. Let's do the far end feather circle. Yeah, feather circles are not all that tough. Come on, hit. Nope, that's a miss. Oh yeah. Also, while Daggers is tranced, her summon skill changes to Eidolon. That's another miss. Let's see if we can inflict darkness on this thing. Oh no, wait, no, that's a... In that case, let's inflict slow. And have Dagger inflict blind. Another miss. Whereas we'll just have Zidane steal now. Oh my god, that's another miss. I'm pretty sure Demi can't kill. Like, it only cuts your current HP in half. Let's... You know what? This is starting to get annoying, so let's do this the old-fashioned way then. And hope we don't kill this thing. Ow. Nope. Okay. There we go, level 4 Holy. And Dagger and Queen has learned their abilities. So Peridot. So Dagger has now learned Ramu. So now we have a choice. Oh wait, no, we can't teach her regen. Where is it? Ah, here it is. We're gonna teach her Cura, which is level 2 Cure, and Queen has finally learned Millionaire. So now, Clear-headed, level up, body tempo, Insomniac. You know what, let's actually save this for later, because we're about to get, I believe, someone who can actually learn regen fairly soon, if my memory is correct. So let's teach them Insomniac. How close are you? You're getting there. So now... Up. We are going to want to click on this switch. Warning, you'll be shut out once you flip this switch and go outside. Treasure Hunters Association. We are going to want to flip this switch. We are now completely cut off from the rest of Fossil Roo. And now we are going to want to go all the way down to ride the Gargant. Oh yeah, and before we leave, let's take a look at the new ability. Level 4 Holy costs 22 MP. Causes holy damage to enemies whose levels are multiples of 4. We do get a better version of this spell, like a more reliable version of this spell, later. But this is honestly good if you're looking to cast a holy spell and you just don't have any other option. Just bear in mind that it is that if you use it on enemies that whose levels aren't multiples of 4, it's going to miss, no matter what. BB learned Bio. Which means all he has left to learn from now is Drain. Which, come to think of it, is Drain the HP or MP one? Drain's HP. But now we head towards the light. This light. There's no mist here. And we have made our way to the outer continent. And you see that our world map is now significantly bigger. Yeah, we are no longer restricted to just seeing the mist continent. Now we can see what the actual full world is like. So next time on Final Fantasy IX, we are going to be exploring the outer continent and do things that we can actually do here for now. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all my videos. And please do consider supporting me on Patreon, Pixel Fanbots, and Subscribe Star. It really does help me out. You'd be supporting me in the channel, and I would be able to make more and better content for you guys. I really would love to make this a living without the need of the algorithm, and your support would be very, very much appreciated. Links are down in the description as always, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.